This is my line of questioning, Constable Smyth, around some of the articles on the table, and I mentioned to you about the utility knife. Do you see the yellow and blue there?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Constable Smyth, are you okay? Do you want to
Yes, I'm okay.
Okay. All right. So you didn't see the utility knife?
No, I didn't.
Okay. And how about the blowtorch you did see there in front of him?
Yes.
Okay. And I thought this might have shown better, but I think that might also be one of the other knives that you were referencing to the right, far right of the picture. Is that around where you remember seeing the knives?
Yes.
Okay. And what about this pile of garbage here? Do you recall seeing that? Is that part of the clutter that you saw in the room?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. You want to take a break?
No.
Okay. So we see a bottle there with this staining. Is that what you're referring to as part of the drug paraphernalia?
Yes, it is.
All right. And the ashtray, you see that there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And so is this basically what you recall seeing on the table?
Yes.
All right. You were telling us about your discussion with Mr. Dunphy and how he started to get agitated. How long were you into your discussion with him before his demeanor changed?
I think it was between 5, 6, or 7 minutes around there.
And your total conversation with him until the shooting happened, from the time you entered his house until the shooting happened, how much time passed?
I think it was around 15 minutes.
Okay. And so just tell me then, in terms of the conversation that you had managed to have with him in that time period, what was he saying and what was being discussed?
Originally, it was a fair bit of discussion around his injury. Then we got into talking about social media, his activity on Twitter. He was, at this point, starting to waver a bit between getting agitated. He would say, I say a lot of stuff on Twitter, I'll say what I want, and I'll say it again type thing. I did ask him specifically about the tweets that had been originally brought to my attention. I asked him, what he was referring to there or who he was referring to. He gave me the names of the two MHAs. One was, did you want me to name them?
Sure. Whatever he told you.
The last names were Maynard and Gullidge. I wrote down those names. He told me some history of them, and it wasn't too long after that he would go back and forth to talk about Maynard and Gullidge and sometimes mutter their names. But at this stage, he was starting to decompensate a bit, and he would, ask who sent me, who sent you here anyway. I tried to steer that conversation away and explain to him that nobody sent me, that I was there to talk to him and get his interpretation of what it is he's trying to say on social media. What is your intention of, mentioning the Premier, these kinds of things. But he kept going back to who sent you here anyway. You say you're nothing but a fucking puppet. You say you're just another arm of the government. Those kinds of comments. I a couple times made reference to his living conditions, not to be derogatory in any way, but
you made mention.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And I told him there was no way for anyone to be living, and he seemed to take insult to that, even though it was not what I was trying to do. I was trying to express some empathy to his situation, but it seemed to anger him more, and because he made reference to he's living this way because of me. This is your fault, government's fault. You're a fucking puppet. This kind of commentary, and it went back and forth like this for some time.